Well, the cops just showed up. He's right here at my door, about to pull in. Right there. All because I didn't wear a mask. All because I walked inside of a restaurant and didn't wear a mask. So he's going to get behind me and try to intimidate me. Hey.
Hey, I'm Officer Bell with Police Department.
Hey, I'm April Victoria Soleil.
Okay, well, he just explained there's some kind of issue going on.
I walked in the restaurant. I have a medical condition.
Okay.
I walked
Do you
in.
have your ID on you real quick before we go any further?
For what?
Because he's wanting to trespass you from the property. Yes, ma'am. So do you have your ID on you?
I do have my ID because I'm in my car.
Okay.
Because I'm driving. However, I won't be back in there.
That's fine. But I still need to see your ID and there's some paperwork.
I left when he gave me a mask. He gave me a mask to put on my face to sit down and eat.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And he then told me to leave because I said something back to him. He told me I was talking back.
Okay. Well,
He told me to leave. I didn't trespass.
Before we can communicate, I've got to identify you. Do you have your ID on you?
I'm not doing all that. I'm not going to be back in that restaurant.
Well, that's fine.
Don't worry.
We have to identify you. We're here investigating a civil or a matter that was going on, okay?
I'm sorry.
We have to identify each party. You are being trespassed from the property, so we do need to identify you.
I'm being trespassed from the property because I walked in without a mask.
Correct. That's their choice. Any business can trespass anybody they want to for any reason.
So in other places they say, hey, you know, if you have a medical condition, you don't have to wear. You can overlook it.
Well, that's other places. Like I said, they have the right to trespass anybody from their property. Okay? I mean, all it is say it's a piece of paper saying you're not allowed back there. I know you're saying you won't go, but it's if you do go back there, you can be arrested. That's what that is. You're not in any trouble with us. We're going to issue a written warning saying you're not allowed back on the property or in the parking lot of that area. Okay? That's all it is, okay? But I do need to see your ID.
This is my thing. I wasn't trespassing. I'm an American citizen walking inside a restaurant to freaking eat.
I understand.
To freaking eat.
I understand.
And this guy got up in my face because he's so scared of this virus.
Okay.
If he was so scared, he wouldn't have been up in my face.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, let me see your ID, please.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I wasn't trespassing.
Here.
I walked into business.
Ma'am, let me explain this to you, okay? You're not in any trouble with us at this moment, okay? If you fail to identify yourself, you can be in trouble, okay? We're trying to avoid that.
So I could be in trouble for walking myself through a door to eat because I didn't have a piece of fabric on my face when I was about to sit down and take it off.
Unfortunately, businesses, they have the right through all their rules.
To say I was trespassing?
Huh? They're trespassing you now. That means you cannot come back, but we have to fill out the paperwork for it, okay? You are not in trouble, but you are being issued a written trespassing warning. So we have to identify you. Legally, we have to identify you now. You have to be identified.
This is so ridiculous.
That's what they want. He's the manager of the store. We have to abide by that.
Yeah,
okay?
he might be, but I'm a human being.
I know you are. And I'm not saying you're in the right, you're in the wrong, anything like that. I'm not. But our job, once we get called here in a business...
Would I not be trespassing if I went back in there after he told me, hey, you're not welcome in here? No, but I went in as a regular person.
Okay, we have to write you a written trespass warning. Okay, we have to do that.
Is your first name April, ma'am?
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes.
Okay. May I please see your ID so we can end this, get your warning, and go, and don't escalate any further than what it already is? Like I said, we're not saying...
How could it escalate? Like, how could it escalate?
Because we're sitting here going back and forth, and when we could already be done. You don't want to be back there. They want to issue a trespass warning, and that's going to be it. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I know you're just doing your job.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not towards you?
Yes, ma'am. And I understand you being frustrated and upset. I know with all this crap going on, different places have different rules, and people have to abide by their rules if you're going in their business. Though. That's the only bad thing about it. Well, not bad thing, but it's the only thing.